Once upon a time, in California, a young man with no college degree dreamed of changing the world. His name was Steve Jobs, creative, brilliant, impossible. He built Apple, got fired from his own company, and came back to save it. This is his story, the story of a dreamer who thought differently. Steve Jobs was born in 1955 in San Francisco. His real parents gave him up for adoption. He was raised by Paul and Clara Jobs, a simple, loving couple. From childhood, Steve was curious, rebellious, and a little wild. He loved machines and hated rules. At college, he dropped out, but he didn't stop learning. He explored design, calligraphy, and creativity. Those random classes later shaped Apple's magic. In 1976, inside a small garage, Steve and his friend Steve Wozniak built a computer. It was simple, beautiful, and friendly. Steve believed technology should feel human. Apple was born. At just 25, he became a millionaire. The media called him a genius. But behind the genius was a storm. Apple was growing fast. In 1984, Steve launched the Macintosh. The crowd cheered. The future looked perfect. But inside Apple, trouble was growing. Jobs was a perfectionist, demanding, impatient. He shouted, he pushed, he hurt people. The board lost trust. And then they fired him. Steve Jobs was kicked out from his own company. The dreamer was now jobless. Most people would give up, but not Steve. He started a new company, Next. He bought a small animation studio, Pixar. Pixar went on to make Toy Story, a cartoon that changed cinema forever. Next didn't make money, but its technology was brilliant. And years later, that technology would save Apple. In 1996, Apple was dying, losing money, losing hope. To survive, Apple bought Next, and Steve Jobs returned. The same man they once fired came back as their only hope. He redesigned everything: the logo, the vision, the future. Then came the revolution: the iMac, the iPod, the iPhone. Each one changed the world. He made technology beautiful again, simple, powerful, emotional. Under his leadership, Apple became the most valuable company on earth. But Steve's personal life wasn't perfect. He had denied his daughter Lisa for years. He was tough, cold, yet inspiring. A man of contradictions. In 2004, Steve was diagnosed with cancer. He kept working. He kept dreaming. Each year, he appeared thinner, but his eyes still had fire. "I want to put a ding in the universe," he said, and he did. On October 5, 2011, Steve Jobs passed away. At just 56 years old, the world lost a legend. But his ideas never died. Steve once said, "Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life." Maybe that's why he stood out. He wasn't trying to be perfect. He was trying to be different. Think different. That was his message. And maybe it should be ours too.